Good morning. I was up at 2 something today and started hiking by 3. And yesterday was 36 miles. And I just checked the next place I hope to resupply. It's called like the Echo Lake Chalet. It's 72 miles away, so 36 miles today, 36 tomorrow. If you divide it evenly, that used to seem like a really low number, but now it kind of feels like, okay, that's like a full day. I definitely need to resupply. Originally, my resupply was meant to get me to Donner Ski Ranch, but that is still, I think, at least 150 miles away, 120. So I forget, but definitely a few days away. So, at least. So it's just like I wildly underestimated how much time it would take me to get there and how much food I'll need. So the name of the game over these next 2 days is to get to the Echo Lake store before they close, which I believe they close at 7 p.m. And I mean, and if that doesn't happen, I'll just have to wait until the next morning, but that would be a bummer. But yeah, getting out of Yosemite yesterday was awesome, and last night was so cool being treated to all those beautiful wildflowers and the treeless mountains and beautiful sunset. It just feels like a new chapter, which feels exciting, and it feels more up my alley. I just, again, I don't know, I just felt like Yosemite just felt a little oppressive somehow, but now I feel like a free bird. So I hope that will translate into some higher mileage days, but I'm just gonna take things as they come. All right, just checking in. So far, I'm loving today. There have been a lot of elevation changes, like lots of steep ups and downs, but it's all kind of like dirt rather than like a bunch of rocks and things to step over. So it's like I can keep a pretty nice rhythm, which I like. And yeah, I don't know, I love the openness. I love the trees. Like, it's starting to really feel like the terrain is changing as I'm getting into Northern California, almost. I'll get to the Lake Tahoe area tomorrow to give you an idea of where I am. But yeah, I don't know, it just feels like I can visually see the progress, and I'm getting hints of Pacific Northwest, which I lived in Oregon for 13 years. I was born in Oregon, so it just feels really exciting to be getting closer to a place that was once my home. So I feel like the further north I get, the more serious the hikers are. Like I'm generalizing, but the hikers I've been encountering lately are less talkative, keep a little more to themselves, and otherwise they're just kind of like putting their heads down and churning out the miles, which of course I can relate to. What I've noticed is that even at my slower pace, the pattern tends to be I get past, then a little ways up the trail, the person or people that pass me are like taking their lunch break, and then they pass me again in the afternoon, and then maybe around 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 4 p.m. They're setting up their tents and they're done for the day, and I wave and I keep going. So I'm definitely envious. I'm like, oh, I would like to take more breaks and be more well rested, but even without a record at stake, I have a limited amount of time to complete the trail, which is one of my goals. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future. For instance, like if I end up needing a 0 day for some reason, which is a 0 mile day, I want to make sure I have enough time built in so that I can afford to do that. So no matter what the mileage count is, any day I can just hike the entire day. That's like money in the bank, and I'm saving up. I'm sort of in the last 5 to 10 mile stretch of the day, or maybe like 8 to 10 mile stretch, and just got a huge boost. There was trail magic at the most recent road crossing right before entering Humboldt-Inyo National Park, which I'm in now, and there were a bunch of hikers there, maybe 10, and then 3 or 4 volunteers. They had a whole setup they were serving breakfast for dinner, which was great. I had a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios and then another bowl of Special K with strawberries, which is my favorite cereal. And I was surprised that there were some hikers there that actually recognized me and knew what I was doing. And there were these 2 guys from Switzerland, and one of them said that he's been following my updates on Instagram, and he remembered what shoes I started with. And a bunch of people were asking about my Mountain Hardwear pack. People were just very curious, and it was great just sitting at the table and having family dinner / breakfast, and just getting to chat. I also had a can of Coke, theme of the trip, my favorite. So yeah, just the social aspect getting to talk with people gave me a big boost. And then the food, of course. And they had some like packaged food that I took with me as well, just like a couple Nature Valley bars, and then the Swiss guy, what's his name, John or Tom, maybe Tom, he was examining the calories of each item, and he landed on a payday bar, which is 250 calories, and he was like, here, take this, you need all the calories. And I gladly accepted. I do not like nuts, but when I hike, I eat nuts because they're high calorie, high fat. It's a good trail food, so I just do it. But yeah, that's really, this turned out to be a really nice day, as was the second half of yesterday. And I feel and hope that this is the start of a turnaround where I can start picking up momentum, both because the trail is smoothing out and because I've caught up to the PCT hiker bubble, which probably means even more trail magic in the future, which is great. And more companions on trail. And if word keeps getting out about my FKT attempt, that, I don't know, that it always gives me a boost, like when people are interested or curious and like excited to talk to me about that, because I'm excited to talk about it too. I was kind of low in the Sierras, especially toward like after Red's Meadow Resort, because it was still it just keeps going, and it's still so hard, and you feel like you should be done, but you're not done. So I'm really hoping for a turnaround point. And I also think I get in my head a lot, and it's easy to because I'm alone. But after the trail magic today and just being around like positive, cheery people, I just have this feeling of like it's gonna be okay. Yeah, like it'll be okay. The things I'm worried about, like food and resupply, and there's like a steep traverse coming up that I feel nervous about. Like, I can spend all day worrying about things, or I could just, try to let go and just, it'll be okay. It has been so far, and it'll continue to be no matter what happens, because I'm good at problem solving and figuring it out. And the trail provides. I love California. Northern California specifically. This is beautiful, and it just feels so open, which I like. I'm not closed in by a bunch of like walls, tall mountains. This is really great.